Good evening, guys. In the last session, we discussed about conditional statements in the shell scripting, like if, else conditions, how to write, and we discussed regarding looping statements in the shell scripting. Conditional statements will execute only one time if condition is true. Okay, when you want to execute the statement multiple times, then you can go for loops concept. We have seen two types of loops here. One is range based loop. Second one is conditional based loop. So next we discussed about functions in the shell scripting. So functions are used to write small tasks. So when you have a big task, that big task can be divided into small tasks by using functions. Functions are used to perform some action. Using functions, we can divide big tasks into multiple small tasks, and they can divide our work logically. And if you write the function once, then you can reuse that function multiple times. So here, this is the syntax to create the function, and this is the syntax to call the function. So we are able to write shell script by using function. And I have given some programs for practice. Are you guys able to do this practice? Checking the given number is even number or odd number. Checking the given number is prime number or not. Checking the given string is palindrome or not. And printing the table of the given number by using shell script. How many of you tried this? Okay. How many of you try this? Only 2 people. Hemant tried. Soumya Sahu tried. What about the remaining? Did you guys try writing these shell scripts, guys? Ajal tried. Suman tried. Allah Baksha tried. Madhusmita tried. Firoz, Prashant, Ashwani, Nishant, Manas, Nagendra, Sagar, Abhishek. Naveen is attending first class today. For you, it is first class. For us, it is last but one class. We are going to complete this in another 2 days. Okay. So please try these programs, guys. Please practice these shell scripts. Okay. So today we are going to understand what is command line arguments in the shell script. Command line arguments. Command line arguments are used to supply the values at the time of shell script file execution. So we have shell script file. For example, there is a file available, task.sh. Okay, script file. This is our script file, and I want to execute this file. Execution. How we are executing? sh space task.sh. So we are writing shell script file. That file name can be anything, and the file extension should be .sh. This is my shell script file. In that file, we can write the logic to perform some task. Then we are going to execute that file by using sh command like this. Now, when I am executing the file like this, I want to pass some data as an input for the shell script file. So that's where we are going to use a concept called command line arguments. Command line arguments are used to supply some values to the script file at the time of execution. So I have a script file like this, and I want to execute that file. At the time of executing that file, I want to pass some data as an input for that. So that's where we are going to use a command line arguments. How we will pass that? sh space task.sh. This is the command to execute space. I will pass 10, 20, Ashok, IT, something like this. So these are 4 values I'm supplying as the input for this shell script file. So every value that you are sending will be separated by one space. 10 is one command line argument, 20 is one command line argument, Ashok is one command line argument, IT is one command line argument. So like this, we are passing 4 command line arguments to this script file. Whatever the command line arguments we are passing, we can access these arguments inside our script file. So earlier, when we develop script file, what we have done, we use read command. What is the purpose of read command? It will take the data from the user. So that means somebody should give the data when the script is executed. But here, when you go for command line arguments, if you execute this command, it will not ask for the data because data we are supplying as part of our command execution only. So the process of giving the data to the script file at the time of execution is called passing command line arguments. Right. Command line arguments we are supplying to this script file at the time of execution, right? Whatever the arguments we are passing, those arguments we can access inside our script file. CMD arguments we can access inside our script file. How can we access? So here, dollar, we know that it is used to access the value. Inside the script, if you use dollar hash, it will give you total number of arguments. So total, how many number of CMD arguments we have supplied. Okay, total number of args that we passed for the script execution, we can access by using dollar hash. The next one is $0. $0 will tell you which file we are executing. So get script file name. So which script file we are executing? We will get script file name by using $0. Then $1 to get read first CMD argument. Okay. For this script file, what is the first argument you are supplying? Then you can get it by using $1. Similarly, $2, 3, 4, and so on. So if you use $2, then read second CMD argument. So like this, if you want to read all the CMD arguments at a time, $* read all CMD arguments. $* is used to read all the CMD arguments. Are you guys clear? What is the meaning of command line arguments in the shell script? Are you guys clear? What is command line argument in the shell script? Command line arguments are used to supply the data for the script at the time of execution. So this is the command to execute. These are called command line arguments. By using comma separated, you can pass multiple command line arguments. How can we access those command line arguments inside the shell script? So using these characters, you can access. If you use the $hash, it will give you total number of args you passed. Count, basically you will get the count, 3, R4, R5, something like that. If you use a $0 inside the script file, that will give you which script file that we are executing. $1 will give you first command line argument. $2 will give you second command line argument. $3 will give you third command line argument. Similarly, $* will give you all the command line arguments. All right. So let me connect with my Linux machine and let us do this execution. Okay, go to SSH client, make SSH connection to this. Let us go to our key pair, connect to this, use git bash. Yes, connected to our Linux machine successfully. So already 14 script files available. Now let me create 15th script file. Okay, vi 15 cmd args.sh. Fine. write shabang /bin/bash. Okay, so here I'm just writing echo total args. So total, how many args we are supplying? How to access $hash? That will give you total number of arguments. Okay, then echo script file name. I want to access script file name, which is $0. $0 will give you what is the file that we are executing. Then echo first CMD argument. I want to read that. Okay, how to read the CMD data? $1. Similarly, echo second CMD argument. Okay, so that we are going to read by using $2. I want to read all the arguments. Okay, echo, I'm reading all the arguments. Echo $star. Star will give you all the arguments that we are passing to this script file. Are you guys clear with my point? $star will give you all the arguments that we are passing. Okay, all args. All args we have supplied, we are going to get. So just I'm writing a script which is going to print the information regarding command line arguments. Command line arguments, nothing but the arguments that we are supplying as an input for the script at the time of execution. All right, let us save this and execute. sh cmd args.sh. Let me pass Ashok space ID. Now you see total arguments I have supplied. Ashok is one argument, IT is one argument. So total arguments I have supplied it to the file that I have executed 15 cmd args.sh. We accessed it by using $0. First CMD argument, $1 is giving the output as Ashok, $2 giving the output as IT, $star is giving all the arguments that we have supplied. So you see the script that we have executed, cat our file. So this is the shell script we have created, which is reading the data by using command line arguments. Are you clear with my point? Able to understand what is command line argument and how to use how to pass command line arguments and how to access command line arguments in our shell script file? CMD arguments, script file name. After the file name, we are passing some data as an input using spaces as a separator. Now, I can pass multiple values also. Like this, you can pass any number of values as an input. So how to access those arguments? Okay. So to access those arguments, we are using $hash. It will give you the count of arguments you passed. $0 will give you the script file that you have executed. $1 that will give you the first argument we have passed for the script file. $2 will give you second argument. $3 third argument, and so on. And $star will give you all the arguments that we have passed for the CMD. So why we need to pass the CMD arguments like this? In the real time, our shell script files will be executed automatically. So here earlier we executed a script file and we are giving the data manually. So for example, if you see there is a script file with a name called 40. Okay, sh space 40 file read.sh. It is asking enter file. That means someone should give the name manually. So I am reading the file name. So if I enter this file name from the keyboard, then it will print the data of that file. Yesterday we created a shell script which is going to read the file name. If the file is available, then we will print the file content. If the file is not available, it will say file not found. But I want to execute this shell script file today midnight at 12 a.m. Okay, I want to schedule that. So till 12 o'clock I will not be in the office. My office timing is 11 to 8 p.m. Okay. I want to execute one script at midnight, 12 a.m. At that time, nobody will be there in the office. Then who will enter that file to execute the script? Nobody will enter. So that's why when our script is expecting some data from the user, instead of user typing the data manually, we can pass that data as an input by using command line argument. We can pass the data as an input by using command line argument. Are you guys able to follow me? Are you guys able to follow me? Why we need to use command line arguments? In the real time, whatever the shell script files we are writing, whatever the shell scripts we are creating, those shell scripts will be scheduled for the execution. So my shell script file should be executed automatically based on the given schedule. Okay, midnight at 12 o'clock, I want to execute the shell script file. That shell script file needs some input. Nobody will execute that script manually. Somebody will execute that script. If they are executing manually, then they can enter the data for the read command. But my scenario, midnight at 12 o'clock, my file should execute automatically by using cron jobs. So at that time, I need to give some input for the script file. How to pass input for the script file? That's where we are going to use these CMD arguments. Are you clear with my point? Whatever the shell script was we are writing in the past, now only we are executing. But in the real time scenario is not that. Whatever the shell script we are writing, that shell script will be scheduled for the execution. Every day, midnight, 11 p.m., our shell script should be executed. For that shell script, we need to pass some input, some number or some file or some file path. We need to give as input. Who will be there at that time to give the input? Nobody will be there. So what we need to do, whatever the input we should give to the shell script to execute, that input will pass as a CMD argument. CMD argument is used to supply the data for the shell script. Are you guys able to understand what is command line arguments? Are you guys able to understand what is command line arguments? Command line arguments are used to supply the input for the shell script file at the time of execution. Guys, so many people are asking, please repeat, please repeat. Already I think this is the 4th time I am repeating the same concept. Again you are asking, please repeat. I don't know. Really you are not understanding or you are testing my patience. Already 4th time I am repeating what is command line argument. Please concentrate on the class, man. I am not a machine. I am a human being. Okay. Please respect others' feelings also. Continuously you are sending a message, please repeat, please repeat. What are you doing in the class? Already 4th time I am repeating this. Okay. Yeah. So we understood what is command line argument and how to pass command line argument for the script execution and how to read the command line arguments as part of our shell script. Okay. Now, sir, here, who will execute the shell script with the command line arguments? That's where we are going to use a concept called scheduling concept. We are going to use a concept called scheduling concept. Okay. So how to do that scheduling? Now, I want to execute my shell script, guys. There is a shell script is available. Okay. Backup.sh shell script is available. I want to execute this shell script file. I don't want to execute this manually. I want to schedule. For this shell script file, I need to give some path as a key. Okay. This is used to take the backup of the files from the particular directory. From which directory it has to take the backup? I need to give that path as a input. That path I am giving as input by using command line argument. So this command should be executed to run my shell script. So I will not run this command. I will schedule this command by using cron jobs in the line. So there is a topic called cron jobs topic is available. So once we go for the cron jobs, then we will understand how to do the job scheduling in the lines. For time being, understand what is the command line argument, how to pass command line argument for the script, and how to read the command line arguments inside the script. So who will execute that command? How the scheduling will happen? We will discuss that. So there is a topic called cron jobs topic. So if possible, today only we will start that cron jobs topic. Otherwise, tomorrow we will discuss about cron jobs topic. Are you able to follow me? Are you guys able to follow me? Yes, very good. So you got the clarity. What is command line argument? How to pass command line argument as an input, and how to read the command line argument in the shell script. Good. Next one. So how that command will execute? Who will execute the command with the command? Who will execute the shell script with the command line argument? That we are going to do the schedule. Cron jobs will be available. Using cron job, we can schedule. Okay. Good. Next one. We need to understand how to write a shell script to print the system information. Okay. In the interview, they may ask a question like this also. Can you write a shell script which will print the system information? Okay. System information in the sense, I want to print what is the host name, what is the date and time, from when the system is running, what is the disk usage of the system, and what is the memory usage of the system. Can you write a shell script which will print the system information? Before that, can you perform sum of two numbers by using command line arguments? Can you write a shell script which will perform sum of two numbers by using command line arguments? Can you guys do that and send me? Come on, guys. Write a shell script which will perform sum of two numbers. Perform sum of two numbers by using command line arguments. Come on. Write a shell script which will perform sum of two numbers. Rakshita, no need to ask the user to enter the number. We need to take the number from CMD earlier. You are saying echo enter number. We don't need to read the numbers. Mahesh, you don't need to read the numbers. You need to take the numbers from the CMD argument. Write a shell script to perform sum of two numbers. Shell script to perform sum of two numbers. using CMD arguments. Write shell script to perform sum of two numbers by using CMD arguments. Completed. Sum of two numbers by using command line arguments. It's very simple, right? Okay. So I will directly take result. Dollar of, it is arithmetic operation, so double bracket is required. $1 plus $. That's it. $1 is first CMD argument. $2 is the second CMD argument. Echo sum is dollar of result. Sum is dollar of result. This is the logic. Shell script to perform sum of two numbers by using command line arguments. So I'm directly taking result variable $, which will represent arithmetic operation. We are doing the sum. $1 will give you first CMD argument value. $2 will give you second CMD argument value. Sum is result. That's it. Okay. Take this one and execute it. Yeah. Let me create a script file 16 CMD args sum using CMD args .sh. Keep our script file. Just I am writing only one line to perform the sum and one line to print the result. Save this. Now I need to execute this file. Okay. sh 16, then pass 20 space 30. 20 is considered as first CMD argument. 30 will be considered as second CMD argument. The result is coming as 50. Now, if I give as 35, the sum is coming as 55. Okay. So we are able to write a shell script which is taking command line arguments, two command line arguments. You can pass any number of command line arguments. Currently, I am passing two command line arguments. We are adding those two arguments by using arithmetic operation, and we are printing the result of it. Are you clear with this one? Shell script to perform sum of two numbers using CMD arguments. Yeah, next one. Write a shell script which will print system information, guys. Write a shell script which will print system information. System information in the sense, what is the host name? Write a shell script to print system info. So when I say system info, I want to print host name, print host name. That means host ID, the name of this system, then print current date and time, print the current date and time, then print system uptime. System uptime nothing but from when the system is running, then print disk usage of this system, print disk usage, okay, print memory usage, print the host name of this system, print the current date and time, and print the system uptime, print the disk usage, and print memory usage. Yeah. Can you guys try this? Write shell script to print system information. Can you guys try this? Write shell script to print system information. Print the host name. So in order to print the host name, there is a predefined variable. Okay. So just I'm going to use echo host name $of host. Host name is a predefined variable. Similarly, I want to print current date and time. Date command already will. $date. Print system uptime. Okay, uptime command is available. Uptime nothing but from when system is running. System uptime. Okay, for this we will use $uptime command. Print the disk usage. Disk usage we are going to print by using a command df-h command. df-h command will print the disk usage. Similarly, memory usage. Echo memory usage. Okay, memory usage we are going to print by using free-h command. Disk usage by using df command, memory usage by using free command. So by using this script, we can print our system information, host name, date and time, system uptime, and disk usage by using df command, memory usage by using free command. Okay. Let me execute this script once and check it. vi 17 sysinfo.sh. Yeah, check this script. Host name, date, uptime, df, and free commands we are using. Save this. Now run this script sh 70. Now you see it is printing all the information. Okay, so this is the command that I am executing, which is used to run our script file. The host name it is printing, the machine name it is printing. Okay, then today's date and time it is printing, system uptime it is printing from when the system is running, disk usage, okay, file system and all that information. This is the complete disk usage of our machine, and here memory usage also it is printing. Okay, so the memory information is printing, the disk information it is printing, uptime, date time, and the host name it is printing. Okay, so in the Linux already the commands available to give all this data. All these commands we are keeping inside one file and we are executing that file. That is called shell script. Whatever the commands that we want to execute, all the commands, whatever the commands that we want to execute, all the commands we are keeping inside one file and we are executing that file. That is called shell script. Whatever the commands we need, those commands we are keeping in the file and we are executing that file. That is called shell script. Okay. And next one, write a shell script for. Are you clear with this shell script? Guys, are you clear with this shell script? Yeah. Why I am writing df in the new line? If I write a df in the same line, the output also will print like this. Disk usage, from here only file system will start. I want to print this data in the new line. So that is the reason this command I am keeping in the new line. If I don't keep that in the new line, the output will start printing from here only. Then you will get confused. Disk usage, immediately file system will start. That proper table structure will not come if you don't keep that in the new line. That's why I'm keeping that in the new line. Good. Next one. Guys, here in the Linux machine, there is one log file. Okay, cat /var/log/syslog. Where log syslog. There will be one log file in this machine. No file or such directories available. cd space /var log cd space log ls syslog dnf log mysql d.log mysql d.log. Okay, there is a log file is available. We are getting the data of this log file, right? Tally log is available. Cat tally log. No data available. So I want to show you some data which is available in the log file. In cd space log. No such file or directory. We are already in the log directory. ls-l. I want to find a correct log file. dnf.log. sudo cat dnf.log. Okay. So in this log file, there is some data. Okay. There is some data available in the log file. Now that log file name that I am using, that is dnf log. dnf.log file is available. Now I want to analyze this log file. Now I want to analyze this log file by using shell script. Okay. Write a shell script to perform log analysis. So sudo cat dnf.log. So in this log file, is there any exception keyword is available? I want to identify. In this log file, is there any exception keyword is available? I want to identify. Write a shell script for the log analysis. Write shell script for the log analysis. Log analysis is nothing but you need to analyze a log file and you need to identify is there any exception keyword available in that log file. Is there any exception keyword available in the log file? Are you able to follow me? Okay. Write a shell script for log analysis. Identify how many errors available. How many errors available in logs. Log file means what, guys? When our application is running, the application execution details will be stored into log file. Now, so in that log file, how many errors available? I want to identify that by writing one shell script. Whatever the work that we do manually, that work can be automated by using this shell script. Whatever the work that we do manually, that work we can automate by using shell script. Can you guys try this? Come on, guys, can you try this? Come on guys, can you try this and let me know? I want you to write the shell script which is used to analyze a log file. In that log file, how many errors available you need to identify. Come on. So here you need to write like this, guys. Bin bash. Which log file you want to analyze? Take that log file name. Where log. What is the log file name that we are using here? So you need to identify the file that you want to analyze. CD space slash. Here log directory is available. CD space where space log is available. Inside the log, there are several log files available. There is a log file with a name called dnf.log is available. Okay, so dnf.log, I will take that as a file. Where space log space dnf.log. This is my log file. Now I want to analyze this log file. Count occurrence of error messages. Count error message occurrence. Okay, so I will use error count is equal to the dollar of. How to identify the error count? For that I can use grep command -c. Count only I want, error I want. From which file we want the error? From the log file. Okay, log file is available. Then I'm going to print this by using echo number of errors. Number of errors available by using error. So which file you want to analyze, that file name? Here I'm storing the file name directly in the variable. You can take the file name from the CMD also, from the command line argument also. So log file I'm taking here and count that error message number. How many times error message occurred? By using grep command, we are going to count that. Grep is used for content sets in the file. -c means just number, how many times it occurred. If I don't pass -c, it will print all the lines which contains error keyword. I don't want to print all the lines. I want to print only the number of lines contains error keyword. So for that I'm using this grep command -c error. This is the keyword I want to search in this file. That is the $log file. In this log file, I want to search for error keyword. How many lines contains the error keyword? I want that number to store into this variable. Then that variable value I'm printing. If there is no line contains error keyword, we will get 0 as a output. Okay. Are you able to understand this script? Are you able to understand this script? Write a shell script which will identify number of error messages available in the log file. Write a shell script which will identify number of error messages available in the shell script. -c will give you the count. If I don't give -c, it will give you the lines data. I don't want lines data. I want number. -c will represent a count. How many lines contains error keyword? That count we are going to. Are you clear? Are you clear with my point? Yes. Execute it. Go to our user home directory. ls-l vi 18 log analyzer dot sh. Okay. I have taken one variable called log file. Which file we want to analyze? That file name we are storing in that variable. Then I am getting the error messages count of that log file. I'm storing into one more variable called error count variable. Then I'm using echo to print the number of error messages available in that file. Guys, in this grep command, if I remove -c, then what will happen? In this grep command, if I remove -c, then what will happen? In the grep command, if I remove -c, then what will happen? It will identify all the lines which contains that keyword. Data will come. I don't want data. I want a number. That's why I'm giving -c. So when we discuss grep command, I have explained what is the purpose of this -c. All right. Yeah. Now save this and run this. sh number of errors. How many errors available in that log file? 0. How many errors available in the log file, guys? 0. That means that log file does not contain any error. Okay, good. Next one. Guys, if you see, this is the script which is used to identify the number of how many errors available in the logs. This is called our script. Now, I'm giving one more requirement. Write a shell script to create backup of our content. Write a shell script to create files backup. Now, in my present working directory, if you see in my present working directory, there are so many shell script files are available. Almost 18 shell script files we have created. 18 shell script files available in my present working directory. I want to take all these files as a backup by using shell script. Backup in the sense you can create a zip file or you can create a tar file along with the date and time. So I want you people to write one shell script which will take all these files backup which are available in my home directory. So I want to take a backup. So when I take a backup, when I have taken the backup along with the date, it should create a file. So what I want is, I want to create a file, write a shell script to create files backup of EC2 user home directory. So currently my shell script files available in the EC2 user home directory. So you need to take the backup of all the files that you need to create like this. Backup. When this backup has taken, I want to print the date dot tar. Okay. So I want to create a backup file along with the date. On which date this backup has taken, I want to create one tar file as a backup file. Write shell script to create EC2 user home directory files backup. EC2 user home directory files backup. Backup file name should be like backup underscore on which date you have taken the backup. With that date, it should create the backup file. In that file, all the files should be stored. Whatever the data. In the interview, they will ask these kind of questions only. Can you write a shell script to take the backup of your system? Can you write a shell script which is used to take the backup of your system? This is a requirement and this is an interview question also. Write a shell script to create EC2 user home directory files backup. So my backup file name should be available like this. Guys, you understand my requirement? Guys, you understand my requirement? Yes. Can you guys try this? Can you guys try this? You try it. If you are not able to do, then tomorrow I will explain. And tomorrow is our last class for Linux. Tomorrow we will discuss about job scheduling in the Linux, cron jobs. Someone asked, sir, how to schedule script execution, right? So here script execution will be there. The script execution we are going to understand by using cron jobs in the tomorrow session. So tomorrow session is related to cron jobs in the Linux. Okay, and there are two commands, find command and locate commands. I have given the task for you to analyze. I don't know how many of you analyzed that find command and locate command. Those commands also I will explain in the tomorrow session. Okay, tomorrow is our last session for Linux guys. Tomorrow we'll talk about the missing commands like find command and locate command, and we are going to talk about cron jobs in the Linux? What is scheduling in the Linux? How we will do the job scheduling in the Linux in the tomorrow session? Today, I want you people to work on these shell script programs we have discussed, and please try this. How to create the backup of EC2 user home directory. So the backup file should be available like this. Backup underscore on which date that backup file is created, then .tar extension you need to use for that. Okay. Perfect, guys. Good. Yeah. You need to try that. You need to try that. Which command we need to use for this, that you have to identify. Okay. Thank you, guys.